What a crazy question that is. I'll be absolutely honest. Me personally, I, in terms of the overall scope of the mintage of this particular coin, which are into the hundreds of millions, the early 60s were way mass produced as a result of some sort of response to the change in alloys and a lot of the larger domination of coins. There are a specific amount of coins, however, that kind of are a little bit more special than the rest of them. And when you take into consideration the amounts of these nickels that were produced in comparison to, let me give this to you, four specimens in which this coin has graded out at mid-state 65 with full steps, it is absolutely crazy bonkers. There's just no way to explain it. So what exactly does a mid-state 65 full steps get you? Okay, keep in mind there were only 4 in existence graded at that level with PCGS, one of which sold on great collections over the weekend, but I'll get into that here in a second. But how rare and how valuable could a coin be at that level when you have a minuscule percentage of the total mintage with full steps? Okay, which also kind of makes you think about the overall quality and production of the dies during that time. I guess they just weren't really considering it, and they were just mass producing the coins to fulfill a specific need in commerce during its time. So let's get into the actual auction. All right, again, this is another greatcollections.com piece. Okay, this is auction number 603067. Again, it's a 1962D Jefferson nickel, as referenced from the photos. It doesn't look like a whole heck of a lot. Honestly, they assigned a grade of mid-state 65 with full steps. The coin looks like a dumpster fire in terms of the quality. This is kind of, the way that these coins looked, outside the mint. Okay, once they left the mint, they all look like this because they weren't handled to the discerning needs of collectors. So they just mass produce them, whatever. The blanks were horrible. Like any other planchet was, on the penny or dime or whatever, they were just a bad quality. This coin sold for $11,250. Okay, so the hammer was at 10, and then by the time you added in the mandatory buyer's premium that an auction house would charge, okay, you're at $11,250. Okay, and that's not including, obviously they're going to insure it, signature, shipping. It's a lot of money, man, for a coin, again, that even though there is only 4 that exist, which makes it a true rarity. Okay, any coin with that kind of population, whether it's new or old, is, just look at the 1913 Liberty nickel that everybody talks about that sells in excess of $1 million every time it goes on sale. That has a little bit higher higher population than this coin, but still, we're talking about a 1962D nickel. Between this 62D, the 61D is the next rarest one, in which only one graded mid-state 65 full steps. That one, I would speculate, would be in the $15,000 to $20,000 range if it ever came up to auction. Not specifically the one example, but if another one were graded and then subsequently marketed through an auction house, that's what I have in my mind in terms of a market value. Again, Modern's is hot right now for whatever reason. I think they're the most easily accessible coins to search through for a lot of not only newer collectors, but some of the other collectors that don't want to pay the huge margins on some of the nicer type older coins. So they go and they'll buy full full bankrolls of these things, and they'll constantly search through them, and that would be like their daily lifestyle. And then they would submit maybe 100 of that same date to PCGS or NGC, you know, spend probably a couple $1,000s in the hopes of making, in this case, $11,000. But anyways, I wanted to talk about this coin. It's a rarity. I'm not going to say it's a marvelous looking coin, because it looks like any other horrible mint job type coin. It just so happens on this example, the steps are nice and tight, albeit just a hair weak. But you know, it's little details such as that which makes this one, you know, worth all the money. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a like, subscribe, Blue Ridge Silverhound. Hit the bell below for instant notifications of new videos posted. Appreciate your guys' time. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys soon. See ya.